is our, yes.
Can I say something?
Please do, Bill. We would love to hear you say something. Let me come over there.
I'll yell.
You'll yell?
Yeah.
Okay. We can grab one over here, though. Over here.
Right here, Dr. Frank.
Thank you, Amy. Bill Kacherside, everybody.
I won't keep you long. I just want to say a couple of things. When I came, the education department had a number of young psychologists. Most of them were master's degree people who, with encouragement, went back and finished their doctor's degrees. Dr. Rebold, Dr. Wilson, Bob Higgins, the three. Ron Curtis was a young person I hired, didn't have a doctor's degree, went back to school and then decided not to do it. Over the years, people left and I hired new people. I hired a young Saudi Arabian fellow named Mohammed Fazell, who was some sort of upper class person in Saudi Arabia. He stayed 1 year and his wife didn't want to live in a dirty little village. So he went someplace else. Ken Thompson, I hired. Pete Beard, I hired. Tom Summercamp, I hired. And a number of others. Some, and our current, I'm sorry.
He's trying to forget that part.
Things were really primitive, living in that old house. Very little in the way of resources. I wrote a grant in cooperation with the Warden Swenson from the prison, Jefferson City, to train psychologists to work in prisons. And we wrote things into the grant like a full-time secretary, a copy machine. And we had that old ditto machine that you cranked stuff out of, but we didn't have a Xerox machine. An electric typewriter. The only electric typewriters on campus were in the administration building. So the grant was approved. We ordered an electric typewriter. We had the first electric typewriter on campus outside the administration building. We had a Xerox machine. We had the first Xerox machine on campus outside the copy center. And the person that ran the copy center came over and wanted to move the Xerox machine to the copy center. And I said, no, the federal government won't let you do that. And we hired a full-time secretary, and I think we had the first full-time secretary on campus. After a number of years, I felt like my time was done as being department chair, so passed that on to Bob Higgins, and I became Bob's right-hand man. And one of the things I did after that was I continued, because of national associations I belonged to, etc. By the way, I was at that meeting in Washington, D.C. and heard Martin Luther King. And at the end of his speech, there was 10 minutes standing ovation. Wow. I continued to hire people. They would make me chairman of a search committee to hire another person. And sometimes I would meet with the committee, sometimes I wouldn't. I just advertised the job and people would apply. And sometimes we get together as a committee and look at the papers. And one time we had a position opened for a person to teach experimental psychology. And we had several people apply. We looked at those and decided to invite one of the people to come to interview. And I went to the airport in Kansas City to pick him up. I drove a pickup truck all the time. My wife had a car. I said, I need to borrow your car, go to get this person at the airport. I went to get him, and we started home, and I hadn't looked at the gas gauge. And we were coming down Interstate 70, and I looked, and that thing was sitting right on empty. And I know he thought I was a complete idiot. But we did finally find a station, got the gas, came on, and he hardly talked to me all the way down. He was a quiet, very shy young man. And we brought him to campus, and everybody had a chance to interview him. And they decided he was for us, and we hired him. And I told him the other day that I was as proud of him, his accomplishments, as those of my own children. David Connor.
Thanks for being here tonight, Bill. It means a lot to me. Bill and Bernice, I should say, after telling that story, were very welcoming and helped me a lot when I first moved here to Warrensburg in 1990. Along with the other folks who are sitting at our Maritime table, I just would not be here still without the help of Bill and Bernice and all of our faculty who welcomed me into the department. So you know who to blame for the fact that I'm still. Thank you very much. Okay, I get the pleasure of presenting our first award of the evening.